can tell. All right, hello. You've got Carter Maddox and Matt Reclitus right now, and we
Hey.
are doing commentary for the Ralph Jonas Michihito Kageyama final, the Mega Jackpot final. This was a $2,000 entry fee, and it was 8 or 16 players.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
We're not sure. I want to say it was 16, but it was eight. It was eight. 8 and €2,000. So it was 16,000 minus reg fees. So it was $3,000 to the winner. No, it's probably.
I don't know. They're playing fast.
Yes. Okay, so Ralph is.
Let's see who's on roll.
It is. I believe it's.
Just
Okay.
5-2.
So no, that was Ralph's 5-2. Okay, so Michi, you got a 5-4 to play. Hits. He's got a better structure. He's got more points. Things look good for Michi, especially after the span. Didn't even think about cubes here, but this may be a pretty nice roll. So
Not a lot of men in the zone, but he does have a better board and he does have attack chances. So
I mean, if there's a fan, even if he comes in on the two, he came in with both.
this may be a cube now. The big board, he's got attacking chances. And
Yeah, I like the. I like the. I think I like the cube here. You know, you've got three loose checkers, but you've also four loose checkers, but you've also got options for serious, serious gammons if you can get the hits right. So I think
I'm definitely cubing here. I'm definitely cubing here.
Michi waits, and then the double twos, of course. Wow. So just make the two, do some switchy stuff.
Make the two from the 4 point, and then think about your other two. Because you can just remake the 4 or keep hitting.
That's one way, but I think I like kind of making the two.
Slashing, so right. He doesn't want to blow past his market, right? So he wants to make a play where he still gets an efficient cube in if things go badly. And
well, he may just be too good. So yeah, this is what I was thinking. So if he comes in hitting, then it's a cube. If he comes in, unless he comes in hitting with ridiculousness. I don't know.
He's played a single deuce at this point, or two deuces. He's
He's
got two more. No, he made the bar and hit with the deuce. So he's got two more.
Okay, so seems right. Comes in with an ace, can cube. I think he can cube this.
He must be playing on. I think he's playing on.
The cube's not active.
No, he thinks it's too good. Where's the cube actually? It's in the middle. So it's in the middle. I think he's playing on. He thinks it's too good. I mean, if Ralph needs to make an advanced anchor here to really reestablish, I think, his market, in my opinion. Because right here, he's got a 3 point board. Ralph's got nothing, and he's going to have a blot.
But if Michi cubes here, then that means nope, he still thinks he doesn't have the market. Okay, fine.
I guess I don't know what's going on because I would have. I don't.
Here?
Yes, yes. And I wouldn't have even bothered to make the anchor here. I would have made the extra booter here.
Yeah, I would have gone 65 as well. Well, Ralph's daring him, so I think Ralph just wants to get cubed out. So if you do this, yeah.
This is inviting him to play on.
Right. Well, this is the point, I think. So here you go. Ooh, maybe I'm supposed to go a little deeper with that.
Now he's thinking. So the whole time he's worried that, like, if I think if Ralph establishes an anchor, that he's in the game. But Ralph's got no structure. I think.
This is a clear pass. This may be too
good. Michi has 6 checkers out of the zone that aren't ready to attack, and I do agree. At this point, I think it's too good. I was under the impression that he was playing on before.
Right.
So it improved.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we're a little confused. This is why we're not in the event.
Right. I won the event before. Well, not.
You haven't won the mega. Jackpot.
No, I have not. No, I haven't won the 3-round mega.
This
jackpot.
isn't even the super jackpot. This is the ultra mega jackpot.
Now with more.
It's very, very high level.
Okay.
See, you can see
Commentary. If anyone was commentating, I don't think anyone's watching the commentary right now. So feel free. All right.
double ones is nice, but double fours are a decent reply.
Has a response, yes. Maybe a 3-point board, coming down with one, getting builders for the 5 and 3, which you finally turning the clock on, or maybe there's a problem.
Something get dropped on the floor?
Michi's insisting on, okay, there you go.
Oh, no, he played it legally. This is your classic Swiss cheese board.
Right.
Happens a lot after double four.
Right. Holy board. All right, so what's this? So this has to be a 3 hit. So then 2 down. Yep. You got some dancing numbers. If you don't come in with the 5, he's going to make the 5.
He's got to come in on the 22, and then this is the only ace. So you really can't expect to play with 3 checkers back in the 24. He's got to do this. The 3s are slightly duped because the 3s make the 5 and hit, and the hits aren't so strong because he's giving up his anchor. This is really this has to be a take. This has to be a take. Michi's not on the bar. Even if he ends up on the bar, he's got his own 5-point. He's got structure. He can be hit and come in with a 6 and make a 4 prime. So like Ralf still got 2 checkers back. I think if he was on the bar, it might be a different story. But he's not on the bar. He has an anchor, so he can't be blown off the board. So
I think Michi's just looking. He's making. Ralf has something like 8, 20. He has almost. He's making the 5-point.
Michi's careful. He's not going to. He's going to have his instincts, but he's going to go through the reference positions that he has and make sure. I'd be surprised if he passed this.
Even if things go horrifically wrong, you're taking good gammon. This is still plenty of time to correct things, and you also have access to a 4 cube, if you take. So I think this is a clear take. So
it's only. Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
No, it's got to be a cube. You've got enough threats.
I'm sure it's a cube.
Yep. There we go. So now. This is what Michi was afraid
Double
of.
3s. So the duplicated number has been rolled.
However, thank God it wasn't a 5 or 3. Okay, so
now a big pass, but Michi still has play. He can still turn this around.
Oh, double
3s is a nice start. He has to decide if he's blocking 6s or making the 4 prime.
I think I'm making the 4 prime here.
Yeah, me too. The blocking the 6s is a little too stiff, I think.
All right, Michi's got some numbers that turn this around.
Well, he can hit or he can run.
Run with the 6. You've already got the problems.
The 5-point board is a big problem.
Yeah, and you really need the 6 out.
So he doesn't want to play with 4. So he's
and look at these double 1s. One more time.
A little bit crunchy. So part of the value of running is its containment for that last checker. So some of the numbers that run into the outfield, you can pick up some extra shots with that containment there. Right. And it's less blood, so that's 6-3 had to be right. Now 3-2 is a little bit hard. He can attack. Things can go sour fast. Many shots here. So 4s plus double 2s and 1 3 is 2 3 14 plus 2 5 and 1 6. There's a lot of shots here because he's also got one. He's also got 2-3. So it's like it's a whole lot of shots here against a 5.4. This might be a little premature. His board's not strong enough, I don't think, to attempt this play. It's great if it works, but
when it goes bad,
there's a lot of numbers here that don't work. You know, numbers like 2-6 are like kind of nice. You know, he has to dispose of the blot, but he's not even in a position to be able to take advantage of that. He can't really hit with a 6, so I think he's got to bide his time here. And what's his alternative now? Yeah, so what is he doing? He's safetying and slotting.
I don't want all that.
This is his only safe play, correct? Right. If he's not making this, then if he's going to leave a blot, he may as well do it. Right. So it's
instead of leaving a blot, he'd be leaving 3.
So.
No, these are the 2 places. Hi, Mochi. Hi, Kenji.
So, I mean, the 4 prime is not always easy to lead, but I don't, you know.
Yeah, 4 primes are longer than they look. A lot of people discount the fact that they forget about the 2, 3, and especially weird numbers like double 4. Double 3 is actually really good for Ralf Jonas here, but
he's also got 5-1, 5-2, and 6-1 that don't make it home. So checker's not safe even when it leaves. You can hit that checker later.
We have a guest in the studio, so since he's behind us, Kenji, Michi's got a 3-2 to play here. Do you have any thoughts?
I agree with him. I agree.
Yeah, you like this play? All the blots. I mean, the payoff is huge. It's early in the match, and he's got the cube. So if it works excellent. But when it fails,
anyway, it's a part to win this game. There are some actions they need and ability need.
Yeah.
Then this is the right play.
Yeah. Yeah. He's right. The volatility here already doesn't favor white. I mean, the volatility favors white. If he can get into a hitting contest and get dodged, but he's also, he also doesn't want to give up 4 points here, which will happen a lot of the time.
Oh, hey, he made the dodgy play. 6-3, however. 6-3 is would have danced the other way. Yes. Oh. 4-1 is not a good answer because he would have liked to hit here, but he wasn't able to. But now Ralf has 2 blots to deal with, so maybe he can't play safe completely. Relatively safe.
How do you 6-1?
Oh. Michi knows immediately you hit.
You got it.
Oh man, he's looking at it. I don't know. I mean, again, it's the same problem. This is 4 blots. This is the winning play, though. There's a lot of shots still.
Yes. You made the board a little stronger. But this seems like it has to be.
It's still only a 3.4 that he's working with here. So.
No, we don't need Chris. Chris Bay is also in the commentary right now. Walked in after dinner.
He did it. He's going for it.
And that's going to be bad. Double 1 is painful. All right, but the double 2 response would be pretty impressive.
If he hits, it'll definitely be interesting because
there's
the hit.
This is huge.
2 checkers back behind developing prime.
6. Make that 3.
That's going to take the steam out of Michi.
An anchor here is
the anchor. It is. So he's improved his timing a little bit by effectively stepping up to the 23 point. And the question is going to be how quickly he can get those checkers at the bar. If Ralf is able to clear his position while he's on the bar, Michi's not going to be able to develop on his side of the board.
Well, I appreciate that Michi 5-point board. Michi came in three
He
times
did
in
not
a row.
ban. He did not
That is
ban.
impressive.
5-point boards are not easy to enter against, and he did a pretty good job there. I agree.
So as we're sitting here doing commentary instead of playing because we have stumbled across 5-point boards this tournament, Michi shows why he has the heart of a champion and is in this final.
We still got one checker to bring in, and it can take a while. And Ralph needs to think, and he's doing it now. He's clearing the 8-point. He's clearing contact, even though he's still got 3 checkers to bring home. He doesn't want to have to clear that 8-point against that deuce.
Yes. Oh, plenty of time for this deuce point game. So, all right, 2-3. I feel like
He's got to slot that.
Not yet.
I would. He's not going to be able to win this game. So yeah.
But
So
his hit's going to be
indirect. There's only 4 numbers.
right. But his hits are going to be indirects right now, so it's not that this isn't that big a problem yet. So he can slot now, but you don't want to do it then because your hit would be an indirect. You don't want that response. Okay, so this is definitely now Michi's going to need to hit. So you may as well make the board because.
He's going to think about.
Nope.
Probably not. So. Crossovers and Ralph's already. Yeah, so he's behind.
Oh, however, double sixes definitely move some freight. So, yeah. All right.
So maybe now he can.
Another set he can look at.
Try to
Well,
saving the gammon. Ralph will have to avoid leaving shots, so there is some slowdown, but.
I guess you may as well come in and make the bar because you're not coming off it.
He's not saving the G here, so play to win. 5 and 7, I guess.
Yep, that's it. There's a 2.
There's the double deuce. Rolls an ace. Will he split or should he stay? Didn't happen. So I don't know. 6-5.
Yeah, I think they keep going with it. Or coming in actually doesn't waste, right? So this is okay. A 1 or a 2? A 2? Okay, that's the best one, so you get the shot and you get the shot. Off.
And if he hits it, he's got.
No! No, she's getting gammoned and just getting gammoned. Not getting backgammon. That was a rough one.
But he would have plenty winning chances if he hit that shot. He's holding the cue. He could have a lot of times. If you're Ralph, you're looking at winning 4 points. If you get hit there, you're looking at having to be a 4 key later. Because Michi's able to creep into some efficient cube, and then it's just anyway.
I think Michi's using the new baffle box that Cat's selling, and it's a beautiful box. It's magnetic.
That's the Kageyama box.
That's the Kageyama box up there. So it's really sparkling in the stream. It's shining from where we're looking at it, but it's well made. It's got a nice heft to it. So
4-1 for Ralph.
Double 5s here. I think I kind of want to make the 3 and figure out the others.
Yes, I would make the 2 of them, and then figure out the others. Which is probably the ace. The builder on the 11.
Well, you're giving a lot. When you're giving 7s, 8s, and 10s, if you come down, if you don't cover the 8.
So what's play B? Oh, yeah. No, I had one left.
Yeah, right. So he could even made the 8. Here, Michi gets to hit. Contain. 1, 3. So Ralph would like to have come in with a 3, but he has to safe up that checker and not get hit. Michi needs a nice little collapsible number, like a double 4, double 2, double 1.
So, Ralph has a stronger board. So he can make an aggressive play. Actually, if I was going to make an aggressive play, it might have been 22 and 5. I might have just went all out with aggression.
Well, this feels like aggressive plays can be made right here.
it's fun when you're in the early game when there's each player only has a 1 or 2 point board. You can make loose plays because if you get hit, you just come in.
Well, now he's got the anchor. So
Two and
any deuce here is bad for Michi.
no hit, and Michi's got to be up in this race, but it's your standard holding game.
Yeah, he's got no inside points yet, so that's not helpful. So just all the way.
Not very volatile. I don't expect to see a cube anytime soon.
So I mean, unless Michi can roll that, 6-1, 6-3, double four, making the 5 point, it's really gonna. Ralph has enough time to hold this to get the shot.
If he makes the 5 point, he'd probably think about cubing.
Yeah, but it's gonna take making that 5 point.
Yeah.
However, as we say that, Michi is now thinking. Down 4-1 in the 13-point match.
What's the race? Let's see.
He's for sure
Must be up significantly.
6-1? Yeah, exactly. Heart of a lion. Okay.
So has he lost his market? I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I would have waited to maybe make the 5 point. Even if he's lost his market here, some people may still take a cube here.
Well, I mean, look at the scenario. So Ralph's running out of time. If he rolled like a double four, double five, he would have blown apart his board anyway. Yeah. So Michi's thinking, look, I have a finite time to get this cube in. So, wow. Okay, so there's a couple plays here, right? I think I make the blocking point and the 2 point.
And it's just a 6-1 that hits. You can also he can point on the ace, and then
right. But then he would. But the problem with that is he's leaving an ace return trap. So 6-4 no longer hits. So okay. So Michi's got to be a little careful because that gap is a pain in the butt. So 5-4 goes to the 2. Now you're hoping you can squeeze him off with some weird 6 permutation.
well, Ralph's got a few sixes to play, but if he doesn't, soon he'll be out of sixes and might get squeezed.
6-5, worst roll for Michi.
This is a shot.
Yep. It's a shot. It's a breaking of the prime. You're facing a 5 point board.
I guess I don't want to leave one block, so I'm
Yeah, you're not making
breaking the eight. Breaking the eight. No, there's other plays like he can hit loose, but then where's the 5? So
yeah, so he can't hit loose.
Yeah.
So, yep, this is it.
So it's got to be this.
Playing against twos. Oh, that's a very lucky.
Now Ralph does have danger of being forced to lead with a 6, so he's thinking about if he wants to save a 6 or not.
Yeah.
Even fours, some fours are going to break him. So at least he has a playable 4 from here. But the 6s can be dangerous now. Is this covered?
No, it does not. In fact, this is worse.
This
If
is
you go
two.
super heavy, I think you lose your 6 point.
He can give up the 6 point, covering the
Flat
3 and
coming
hitting
is-
loose.
That's what you got to do. Otherwise, you're going high stack on the 2.
Now he's got nothing to break the anchor naturally because the 6s will come in. Is there a way to give Ralph more bad numbers? I don't see where the 5 is. Like, what's he gonna do?
Right, there's no 5. It's either heavy stack on the 2 or this, and it has to be this. So you don't like it, but
Well, this helps if he comes in with the 6. At least he's out of.
or if he fails with double 5.
And it's nice if.
Look
Oh, look at
at
that!
that.
That's
One.
perfected.
And lift 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so it all worked out. Ralph is in a little bit of gammon danger.
One number and one number only. All right, Ralph's in, so now the gammons have gone down significantly. But Michi's
Ralph has got 8 crossovers now to save the gammon, and Michi's only got 2 checkers left. So Ralph is a decent favorite to save it.
Do you waste the 4 here? I mean, you make the ace, make the board. You got 6-2, double 6, double 5, double 4.
I would not waste picks here. I'm not too worried. I guess the small numbers, you get pick and pass, but those numbers take 2 checkers off anyway, so.
6-3, run around, that wastes nothing for all. He's definitely staying
Yeah,
just in case he rolls.
He's coming in.
Yeah, he's gotta come in.
Yeah. He's thinking of covering. He's thinking, can I afford to? Whatever.
Yeah. Coming in, yeah.
Yeah.
This is, I don't think this is the right play, because if you get picked with a little ace.
He's thinking,
right.
He's not in that much gammon risk.
Anyway, right.
The 5-point board is strong
Oh,
enough. Oh, no! Now it's a cash. Only 4 off. And the score's not anywhere near a type of lopsided thing where we have to take this. So this is just.
Kenji laments for his countrymen. And we bid. Sayonara to Kenji.
What's going on?
I don't know why.
There are no market losers. Or
Right.
market gainers, I should say.
Well, there are technically. If he ends up forced to pull his board, comes in somewhat awkwardly, and then Michi rolls a high double to get in. But I mean, you just cash it.
So 4 checkers off. Ralph is winning this like 85% of the time. I can only guess either he's concerned that he has that spare on the 3, and it's a little bit too deep, or he's playing a game where he's like, I'm just going to roll a few times. Maybe I tricked him. Yeah, so this is what's happening here. He's just like,
Right. Michi is not the beginner who's just on his vacation at the hotel that would fall for that. Like, oh, maybe it wasn't good enough.
Sure, waste your clock, no problem.
Okay.
Ralph, I mean, Ralph may have been going through the numbers and just calculating the match equity. I mean, we're assuming that the match score is nothing that, unless you calculate, you don't know for sure.
It's, I mean, it was what?
I think it was optional. Like, I didn't see a market gainer. Like,
9 away, 12 away? Yeah.
No, but there was no roll that would regain the money. I think it was an optional. He could wait a roll and just double later. So I don't think there was any mistake there.
Michi won that in a glitzy little way. So
there was a fan
on a 2-point board, and then all those builders. All right, here we are, back at 7 away, 11 away.
0-2 is not an open roll.
Right. That was nice that Ralph was willing to give it to him.
6-3 splits.
6-3 hits. Right. Exactly. Double 3 shit.
Double 3 is a pretty good answer. Here I make the 3-point. I don't want to give up my 8-point for the 5. This is fine, but I would have made the 3. I would have been stacked and kept my 8-point and
not been
hit with the 2-6. The attack continues. He's now stripped his midpoint, though, so it's a little bit of a concession at this early stage of the game to have a strip midpoint. Yeah, Michi's developing his checkers. 4 back, a lot of return shots. Michi's thinking about it. He's making sure, but he definitely wants to do this. If he gets hit, so be it. He's developed a checker. 5 is not so good. It's coming out.
I think that you see that Ralph wants his bar point, which he was able to get. So Michi wants to come in hitting.
The 3 and.
Well, you don't want to come in with a 1 and have 3 on the ace to slash at him.
I think he was thinking about
Double
slaughterhouse.
Wow.
God. Oh, okay.
6 is a good answer.
But will that stop it? Nope.
5-1 hits again. A lot of blot hitting going on in this game.
Right.
So a little bit exciting. Let's see where he falls out.
Hit again.
Ralf has, I think, got the best of it so far, having built up a 3.4, but got a lot of checkers sent back too. So
Right. He can't close them out right now.
So a fan, like maybe for a money game, you think about something here, but no way at this score.
5-4's got to make the 3. Oh, pardon me, got to make the 2.
He can make the 2, but he's separating his army, so he might. I think he's going to look at other plays, so he can reestablish his mid. He can make the 20 is one way to do it. He's bringing a builder out. I guess he's thinking he wants the bar point. Didn't work out. 2-6, but so the battle continues for the bar points. Ralf does not have that many numbers though to make it, even if he doesn't get it back. 6-2. Does he continue his bid for the bar, or does he try to he also has to think about maintaining outfield control here. He's really separating his armies. Michi's helping the cause though by fanning. Now Ralf is thinking of cubing here because he's about to make the 4 prime, but he's aware that the score is not conducive to an early cube. It was kind of an awkward. So 3-5 makes the 4 prime. Now he's
too good. It looks like.
This is too good. No, well, Michi's behind the match, and so Ralf has established a nice offense, but how does it improve from here? He doesn't have many checkers in the area to improve to a 5 prime. Michi has no checkers out of play, and so 4 is nice. It's safe, or he can make the 5 point. I just might make the 5 here. Michi really doesn't want to be hit with the 3 here, but even if he is, even though it's slotting the 5th point of the prime, it's not easy for Ralf to make that 5 prime. He just doesn't have a lot of numbers. We may get lucky and just immediately roll 3, but he's not a favorite to do that. He's not even a favorite to hit in the first place. So Michi's getting if you consider the trade-offs, the 5 point he's catching up in board development. He's making it a lot more dangerous for Ralf to leave that anchor on the bar point. He eventually has to bring those checkers home. This is the safe play. This gives him a lot of good numbers to make a new point next turn. But
Justin is right. Why leave the shot? Well, you were hoping to make the 5 and have a little bit of development. But I mean, if you get hit there, it's possible you roll like the 3-2 in,
I like
2-1 in. I like this a little better, just because
this makes it a little bit dangerous.
He's not favored to get hit by the 3 or the 10, so you get a better distribution. And even if you get hit, you could possibly get a higher anchor. And the 5 point's just a great point to have.
He's poised if he makes the 9 and puts the builder there. He's poised to make a new point next turn, but not guaranteed. Whereas this is an asset that will last the rest of the game, and there's a lot of play in this game. And it's like Ralf has to deal with bringing his checkers home. Those checkers aren't just going to roll themselves home. They're gonna face risk on the way home, and Michi would like to have a stronger board when he gets a shot. I think Michi has though decided on the safe play and not leaving the shot. Yes, he has hit his clock. Ralph's roll 6-5.
That would have played fine.
This is gonna some sort of checker you can.
All right, now you're double 4.
Another double 4. What do you do now? He's got to keep his mid. He's giving up the mid. He's going to make the 5. was thinking he's got to keep the contact on that ball point. Because here he's conceding outfield control now to Ralph.
To contain that one checker on the 3. So I feel like you're making the 5.
Yeah.
And then sliding the 2. So this seems like the right
Yeah, I like this
concept.
You
don't want to give up the mid.
Michi agrees.
Do you really need to split those back checkers?
Now Ralph is thinking about the cue because he's got a nice 4 prime. He's got an advanced anchor. He's ready to escape his last checker. Decides against it. Rolls a 6-3. Safety's up. He runs his last checker to safety. Another double 4. Well, now like something's got to give now. It's going to be the 8 point, so he's going to hold on to that midpoint. But if Ralph was thinking about cubing last turn, the timing just swung heavily in his favor. Yeah, this is enough for him to cube. Michi's got some really horrible 6s here. He's going to have to give up his midpoint with certain 6s. Even Michi takes. He's behind the match.
Look at how stripped Ralph is. He's stripped all over there. So
Ralph is. Michi's got a 4-point board, so Ralph is forced to roll an awkward number here. Like a lot of his aces are awkward here because Michi still owns that midpoint, and Michi can you can leap, you can scramble and squirm away from the 4 prime, right? So I agree with Michi's take. So 5-4, he really wants to slot that 8 and 9, but he sees that if he gets hit, things can turn sour. What do you do with the 5-4? He's got a relatively safe play, but it's not very constructive. Is to just break the 11 point. It does add another builder. It duplicates a builder on the 6 point. 5-4. Now he's got a 5-point board. So let's see if Ralph rolls an ace. It can get a little awkward. 6-2 is natural. Okay. So he's clearing the mid, but Michi needs something that keeps his board intact. So what do you do? You can't break the board. Oh, I don't know. Well, either you break the board or you come down 13-8. Where's your 5? You're going to break your board here?
It could be the big play.
You can play 8 and 3 and just like.
I think I want to use the ace to split.
Where's your 5?
I like this. Who's commentating? Mislav Kovacic and Pablo Zorel.
No, those guys aren't here.
That's
no,
awesome.
No, not those guys.
Right now it's Carter Mattig and Matt Ricklais. So.
Don't tell them.
We should actually start saying some horrible things and be like, well, that must have been Mislav. Wow.
Why would Mislav say that?
Exactly. Who makes those kind of racial comments? All right, yeah.
Okay, so he's not breaking his board.
Yeah,
he's splitting instead. There's 12 checkers there. Like, I don't think you split. Like, or if you want to break your board, fine. But like, don't split. You can't split into this attack. And well, if you keep your 5-point board, at least if you keep your 5-point board, you can think about splitting, right? Because like you have something if things go wrong.
Yeah, right.
But
you can't split and then do 6 to 1.
Why do you want to split? You want to leap with the 6?
I want to maybe get a better anchor. Yeah,
better anchor. Okay, that's a reasonable argument.
You can get a.
Well, they're saying it was a pass from Michi too. Oh, what are we? I would have taken it. At this score, I would have taken it. This score. It has not played out well. So what did he do? He split and broke his board.
Didn't roll the 3-2 if you really needed. So then now it's just slash again. You want to get 4 points here. You're not really afraid of
the board's broken now. There's nothing. There's no fear. Like this is.
Even if he comes in hitting on the ace, he's still got bigger problems. Unless he rolls a 1-3 and there's a fan.
Oh wow!
Oh, there's always options. 3-2. 3-2 is good for Michi. 3-2 would also be good for Michi. Anchoring and
Let's see.
Double
One.
ones is pretty strong.
Maybe he likes that better.
Yes. All right. So if
Okay, so when is he supposed to recube at the school?
I don't know, it's probably close. You come out, you're getting shots at
If he
that.
comes out, well, so
He rolls a 5 or a 6, he's coming out, right? So
Yeah.
then he's got a shot at that second checker. Those checkers on your 18, on his 18, your 7 are huge.
are you happy to see a 4-cube here if you're leading 6-2?
I wouldn't be.
You don't want to see it now, right?
Nope.
So it must be time to double now. Right?
It seems like the time.
He's got that checker back at the 24, kind of a little bit primed in. It's hard to enter on a 5.4 when you need to.
Right.
If you don't really need to, it happens all the time. When you're holding a 4-cube, then you need to. That's what you plan forever. So I guess I keep doing it. I guess I don't.
Oh, we're looking over at the other match right now, and Harold Johanni is leading Shabgatsi 5-0 in an 11-point match. You can see Shahab gesturing over the board constantly, which is kind of annoying for the feed, but let's see what Ralf Jonas is still thinking of. Michi's
No,
still
Michi's thinking about the cube. I mean, you have to take. I mean, you can't. I mean, Michi's game can just fall apart immediately with like a double 4 or something like this. Or he can escape and never hit the second checker, or just never escape from the. I mean, there's just so many ways. Like, Michi's worried it's not yet a cube, but I mean, what type of chance is he waiting for here? If he loses this game, he's going to be behind 5 away, 11 away. So pretty far in the hole. This is. I mean, he can win a gammon here. He can win 8 points. Like it's a parlay. It's not the likely result of this game, but it's definitely a scare if you're Ralph here. You don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I know I'm taking it, but I still.
Well, there's also some bad numbers.
Well, if Ralph comes in right, say he rolls like 4-1, he's going to be leading blocks all over the place, and Ralph's going to be shooting at them. And it is pretty hard for Michi to make the to close him out. Like, how is he going to close him out? He's got a buried checker on the ace. He's got 2 checkers behind primes. He's going to be thinking about leaping. So it's going to be hard for him to get his checkers in position to make a full prime.
Right.
But he might pick up that checker on the way. So, like, Ralph might need to get 2
like
checkers
right
in.
now.
6-2. So it's duped. The 2 is duped.
I think you hit. You got 3 checkers out. You got plenty of time.
I would hit because he's holding the cube, and
now it comes in
now what?
I think I roll off.
Is it too good now?
I think it is.
Because if he comes in with a single 6, he still has the cube threat.
Right. He's got weapons. I think he's too good, but he's getting. Let's just put it this way: if he cubes, he's getting the pass. Right?
It's probably a pass here.
So maybe I just put some stuff in the neighborhood.
But does he want to, like, does he want to tempt Ralph? If Ralph rolls a single 6 next roll and Michi hasn't advanced, Ralph might be tempted to take it. And it might even be a take if Michi rolls something like a double 5 or something that just blows past everything. Michi's rolling. 6-2 comes out again.
Perfect.
And now it's an easy play on for sure. He was playing on last roll. So 6-4. Now it's the question of how to position the builders for both closing out the point, and Michi can win a gammon here even without closing out that point. So he has to balance.
Right, but it's the double 6.
Yeah, the double 6. Double 6 will
break the heart. So get rid of. Get off.
It won't even be a cube. I mean, it won't even be a cube after double 6, depending when it comes. We won't say if. We'll see.
Dude, you're programmatic.
So 5-1. He's already safetying up. He's already concerned about Ralph coming in with a single 6.
Well, the double six. You don't want to.
or the double six, but like just even like he doesn't want blots laying around. He realizes that he can win a gammon here without closing the board. He doesn't need to close the board to win the gammon, so he's not. There's no need to. There it is.
Okay, yeah. And
This
now,
is why we said
and
win,
now-
not if.
yeah. And now the problem.
And now,
Well, okay. So wait. So you save how many double shots? So how many?
well,
numbers do you
what's the
get with
cube action
Adler?
now? What's the cube action now?
I think you double because you've got like the you can clean up the blots, right? With like a 3-4, 3-5, 3-6, 2-4, 2 like yep, there it is.
So insta cube for Michi, but
Yeah.
it's a pass.
Ah, that's nice.
Okay. Well, he's getting a lot of shots.
Right. So,
But at the same time, even if he hits only, like he's only likely to hit a single checker, he's got to contain that checker.
Right.
And even though he has the cube, the cube's like there's no cube leverage. Like with that 4 cube, he's not going to be able to cash the game with that cube.
I think they're taking a break. It seems like a break.
So it's 6-4.
You're going to take a break too.
We're back.
We're back after being held hostage.
We actually never left. Mate, why did you lock us in this room?
There are no bathroom breaks.
God can ask me to do
Yeah.
We've been locked in this room with our bladders.
Right. We've been pardoned by the warden. So
I heard about locking people in the room until they find the answer, but we're not going to find the answer.
So we are lucky enough to have Artie here, and we also have both streams. So we noticed there was a bit of a time delay on the other play. Was it a clock issue or what happened? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Why does Shahab not like smiling? Because that seems to be a common theme. Okay. 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 Uh, rhymes with Germans?
How to eat this as an insult, so they were both feeling insulted.
Okay.
To explain them, actually, this is a game of, our society is very friendly together. This is a game of social relations and us, but nowadays it's
Okay. All right, we'll get back. Oh, sorry, we get back to the
Lucky to
game
have a
because
fantastic tournament director here to deal with these situations.
That's
and keep
true.
everything running smoothly.
That's true. Even with this flash of personalities, Arna comes through again and again.
also Shahab is given his mochi.
Shahab was given what?
Now mochi sits beside Shahab.
Oh, his ice cream?
Yeah, his mochi.
So he got his candy and now he's okay? Ah, wonderful. Wunderbar. Okay, well, Shahab was forced to.
So in this match, Ralph was able to get a Cuban early, but Michi survived the blitz and was able to anchor on the 23 points, and Ralph got only to the 22 points. So now it's kind of a not really a mutual holding game.
Look at
Oh,
this.
this fills in a hole.
Right, so you get the right 5 and 3 here.
A little bit fast. He can crack if he doesn't roll well next roll, but happy to have the opportunity
Right.
to just escape cleanly with a 5 prime, and he's holding a cube. So
This is great for Michi. I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't, he may be thinking, let's put him under a little bit of
I
pressure.
think he's on roll now and thinking about, I guess, the cube. And
It's a 5 prime. If you can roll that 5 or 3, and look at the 5
I don't think it's too many cracking numbers. Too much work here. I would just roll. He's not that far behind in the score. So 2-1 cracks.
But it does go to good places. It's good builders. It's good. 5-3.
You gotta make the point.
You gotta make the point. Unless you're
Make
going
the
to
point. I mean, what else are you doing here? Like, you gotta make that point. That was a 6. Maybe you get a shot. 5 just.
You roll double 5s. And now you're going to be shipping back.
6-3.
Yeah, this is it. So it's probably going to be a pass. Ralph knows the volatility of this 8 cube. He's forced to leave shots with a lot of 6s.
Trying to pick. And the race is very close. But the timing is the outfield control plus the timing is not in Ralph's favor.
And Black's going to crunch. Black runs over a 7.
But Ralph's got a 5-point board himself, so it's not like Michi can just like blast away without risk.
Well, we should go back a couple months and Ralf and Michi played in a Super Jackpot final.
That's right.
And
This is a bit of a rematch grudge match,
Yeah.
I would say.
Ralf was in firm control, leading what 7-1, 8-1 to 11.
A sizable, I don't know the exact score, it was a sizable lead at the Swedish Open.
Right, and Michi clawed his way back and took it from Ralf. So Ralph's probably, sometimes it gets into your head. Some of the players you play just own you, and this may be a case of that. So, all right, 3-1. Couple choices. You can make the points. You can make his 5 point. You can make your 5 point. You can do a little slotting. You can hit twice. I kind of like hitting twice. Yep. You're probably not getting hit twice back, or you can't be hit twice back. So, all right. So Michi's got a lot of numbers to make the 5 to do a pick and pass. There's the pick and pass. There's the 6. Make the 4 point of the 2. 2. You still want to get that anchor on his 5. Okay, 1-3. So he's being slashed at. Michi wants to roll the 5 or some 4 situation. Doesn't want a fan.
Oh, big fan.
And this is a big fan because 4s hit, 3s, 1s.
Oh, this has to be a cube.
8s cover.
He's got a deep point here. He's got a 2 point, which is not very good for counterplay. So even if things go bad for Ralf, Michi doesn't have much offense. So
He
rolled on. Yeah, he mustn't have thought it was good enough. He was shooting at a blot. I mean, you can't do everything all at once.
And now he's really.
I mean, he's happy in cube now because he didn't cover. Not all of his numbers cover, but he had a lot of good rolls there. Michi has 3 checkers back. Plus, not that strong of an offense. So
this, however,
out. There's been a swing here, so 5's going to hit, and 3's a little bit stiff, but happy for the hit, I guess.
Yeah, and actually very happy that you were able to come in and not let him make his 5 point. So maybe, yep, I was thinking about it. Okay, you got 5 loose checkers. Michi's got some combinations.
Oh, you got to go after him here.
Yeah,
you can't. You gotta even score.
Well, especially
you gotta play backgammon. You just gotta hit that guy.
If you don't hit
early game,
Michi has a good chance to establish, own your 5 point. Own Ralph's 5 point. He has a good chance to do some little blitzy things, hit some of the other checkers. Yeah, you gotta hit here.
yes.
Only your hate can be.
He knows it's what he's supposed to do.
Right, but
it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to say it. You're watching than it is to play it.
Here comes the double 5s from the roof coming in, hitting twice.
It's a lot easier when you're not suffering the consequences as a commentator.
Right. Also double 3.
I do think it's the right play anyway.
Yeah, I think you have to. But just because you have to doesn't mean other people find other plays. So we have Ralf just plays safe, and Michi now owns the bar point. And Ralph's blitz ends as it began. Oh, even worse, 2-1. So exposing another checker, duplicating the 3s. So when you duplicate the 3s,
actually won.
The 5 point is way more important than hitting twice there. And the funny thing is that's what we thought too. So Ralf lifting that check instead of slashing ends up really costing him.
4-2, and Michi's closing the scar here. He's connecting up with his 2 points slowly. Now the tables have turned. It's Michi now with the initiative here, and he can think about cubing here. He's got the advanced anchor. He's got the stronger board, and he's not shy. This is taking.
That is a 8 that hits.
Stars.
The star has been closed.
There's no longer a wound.
There's
Michi's
a wound,
board.
all right.
Yeah, but not in Michi's board.
Wait, is this the 4-2? Don't you save that checker now that he's got a 5-point board?
Oh, he's a 6-2. He made the cheat point.
Right, but he could have. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
5-1, he can choose which point to slot. Slot in the 3. That's about the D.
Dilly building. All right. It's amazing how when you're playing a game, how one person's good number is also your good number, or one person's good number is your horrific number. But the 6-2 for either player would be really good. Oh, now 6-3 for 4-3.
3, and Ralph's got a.
How's building the board?
Yeah, but he's also running out of time.
Speaking of out of time,
He's gonna have to give up. He's gonna have to make a concession soon. And Michi, I think, wants to poise himself to take advantage of this, and
so I think you come into
so
the
he
6.
wants builders.
Yep. Yeah, because you want if he runs off with a 6, you want to be able to pound him. Oh, and
So 4-1, someone's got to give now.
you give a 6 because
Well, I think I don't know what I do. I don't think I give a 6. I think I might play 4-1. I think I might just work on building up. I mean, my position's so bad. I just got to look at trying to improve as best I can, and the best I can do, I think, is to try to build a 5-point board here and minimize my shots. Some of White's 6s are bad. Like 6-5 is pretty bad. Yeah.
Just had a great comment.
It's a good
I don't
comment,
know if it's a
Justin.
pass, but if I take slower. So that's cute. All right, so Michi loved it. Roll an ace. Nope, does not. Okay, so do you give this up?
He can play stubborn for a roll, but the thing is, Ralph has a spare to play with, so he's not going to be forced to like.
Right, but it's a 7-away spare. So okay, so now he gets to slot the ace.
Well, that's fine.
Right.
But 5 is okay. Michi had numbers like 4-2 and 5-1, or even like a 3-1 or a 3-2, which he would be forced now to consider breaking his 5-point board or give up those anchors. So he might want to do it last roll, but it worked out. So no harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul. And here's the interesting thing: if he rolls the 6-2 or 6-3, doesn't have to worry about it. You have to make that choice, but then all of a sudden you've got all these loose blocks. You still got a checker behind the 5'. You've got a blot on your 6. So didn't have to worry about it, but still in a little bit of gammon risk. So, all right, Michi just needs to bear and clean. Fortuitous. Yep. All right. Ralph's remade his 5-point board. Trying to have it useful.
That's about the best he can do because he's got the dillies deep.
Well, for people at home who don't know.
Oh, dilly. A dilly is basically a checker that's out of play. Those checkers cannot be used to form a new point. They look like builders, but where do they go? There's no point to build with those checkers. So call them dillies.
Right. So black has the dilly on his ace and 3. Those things are dead. So now he's thinking, okay, do I run with the 6-3? But Michi, while he hasn't borne off, has a lot of pointing numbers, and if you get one trapped and there's 2 guys outside, there is a gammon risk. So he may try and just hold on, waste 3 pips, and hope he doesn't, and hope he gets a better shot.
Well, you know what he's thinking. He's like, his real only asset that he has left is that 5-point board, and if he makes this play, he's probably going to be forced to give it up. He's going to be basically hoping for a 6 next roll, which he just rolled. Like he could have. So, but I don't necessarily disagree with him because like it was so much risk to do the other play to just get pointed on.
So Ralph's running should save gammon unless some double threes materialize, and then here you get to pull this. Yeah,
crushing roll.
Yep, if you can fan that once or twice, any double here is huge.
Okay, so Michi has 5 checkers off, so 10 crossovers to win the G, and Ralph needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crossovers, so should make it. Should make it.
Oh, no,
this will definitely help.
All right, so I think you do the 6 and 5, right? Michi needs double.
It was going to be double
kick. A little kick. There's a little kick. All right, 5-4.
5-4 and
barring sets. Oh, what did we say?
Not good enough.
Unless.
And no shake. So
okay.
Basic. Single game.
5 away, 7 away. Oh, look at this. All right, so in the other match, Johanny is leading 7-2 to 11. So it looks like they're taking a break. So,
Ralph has won a 4-1 and he's sliding with the 4-1. He's going old school.
exactly, he's going
old school,
he's
man.
going into the he hasn't the double threes is the response that you hope for. So he can make the board. I think he makes the board. Yeah, this seems right. Michi wants to hold the 3 to avoid onslaughts. There's the 3. 5 down. So Ralph's got the threats. Now Ralph just needs to materialize them. So he's going to try and get some contact.
Inviting contact.
Bring the knife to the gunfight. So what do you got? 6-2 is a shot.
He's not giving up the anchor, that's for sure. So it was whether he was going to hit and blots everywhere or do a safer play like this. He chose the safe play. It's developing into a mutual holding game. Ralph doesn't have to do this. He can stay split. He's got the big board to back him up, so he could stay split if he wanted to, put some pressure on Michi to cover that those blots. He's electing to not. He's voluntarily entering the mutual holding game.
There's no thought to giving the ace shot and making the 4-5? 3x, 3-6.
Yes, 3.
Hello, block.
Hitting and covering here.
Oh, you can actually also just run from the 11 and just cover the 2.
You can just you don't have to hit.
Yeah, you don't have to hit. You can hold that. He's stripped out.
You can make the 5-point too. I mean,
the 5-point may be a little rich. This is what I was thinking. But you're stripped on your mid, you're stripped on your 8, so that would have pounded, right? But 6-3 makes the 4 prime. Yeah, what else are you doing?
well, he can just play behind. He doesn't want to give. He wants to maintain the midpoint in his position, and it's safe. It's safe to just bury behind.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is it. Nice.
Just minimize
6-1 and other things that you really want to use the 1 for. Now that's the hit, but you want to make the 4 prime. All right.
He's not convinced.
Very behind. Cool.
I would do this. I wouldn't want to. I don't want to leave the shots.
But you have a high. You have Michi's 4 points. You have a high anchor. He's got a lot of work to do, and you get a 4 prime in front. Instead, you're slotting 2 dead points right now. I mean, they're not going to be useful. Okay, and you're stripped everywhere. So here's the 6-3. Yep. And then now, if he rolls a 4, it better come with the
Oh, if he's up in the race, he might just want to run. There's 5 feels forced.
You're slotting your ace and coming in.
I mean, he can think about getting fancy, I guess, because there's 2 blots in there, but like only think about it, not actually do it. So Ralph is cleared, and I guess we're going to see a cube here, but maybe, probably.
It seems like it's still got a little stiffness in play. What's the total raise?
Well, I think Ralph is up in the race now, and he's got numbers which not a lot of numbers, but if he clears that back point, he's going to lose his marker. If he rolls like a double 1 or a double 3, that yeah, double 1 will. Well, all right. Well, I think it's a cube. I think just based on the race, it's a cube. Now so has he lost his market? Like is the gap enough to afford Michi to take? Michi's not on his board, but I don't think this is a take, and so he lost his market.
He went the wrong way. This has happened before at this tournament, where the player has gone the wrong way on the scorecard. Okay, so here we are. 6 away, 5 away. And in the other match, for the undefeated, who will be playing Steam Rombak tomorrow, Shahab Ghazi is losing 7-2. Just proof that there's a God out there.
So another break. So for money, maybe that position you're not. I would have doubled that position. I think for money. Right? I don't want to lose my market. It's not very volatile. But I'm so close to losing it anyway. I was just cubing. Some people might pass.
You're cubing before the double 4.
Before the double 4, yeah.
So when you're still held on his bar point.
No. After he cleared with the double 4s.
The first double 4.
The first double where he had the stack on the 10 point. Because he's up enough in. We didn't count the race, so we don't know for sure what the race is.
I think he's up like 12.
But Michi's board, he had that Billy on the. Well, he had the
useless.
A near dilly. He actually used it to cover. It's not really a dilly. It was a deep checker, a deep spare, which he did actually use to his advantage to like fill the board the next roll, but didn't help him.
But it didn't matter because the next double 4.
And so the race was advantageous, and Michi has like he's gonna have to start making concessions, and so for money, I still probably would have cubed it. It's a lot closer, but at the score. You have to keep in mind, like, Michi's 5 away. He can't recube the 4.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Cube is it's a
kind
restricted
of a weird
cube.
Right.
He doesn't get full value.
Ralph wants 1
that
point
cube.
of 4. He wants to get to the odd number. Michi, yeah, it gets uncomfortable. Hey, we're going to take a break because they're taking a break and look at the other match. We won't do the commentary on it, but I just want to, see it. So we'll be back. Matt and Carter, talk to you soon. We are back. So, yeah, we're looking. We were talking to possibly guest commentating Lars Travel, but he, if you watched earlier, had a heartbreaking loss and he turned us down. It turned us down. He turned us down. So, right now we've got. What happened here?
We're starting over.
Resetting the score.
That's a big deal for somebody.
Right. I bet Michi will have a few words to say about. What is going on? Did they move? It looks like they moved people. What happened here?
This is a different match.
This is for sure a different match. Maybe they're going into something else. They recreated a picture. They wanted the picture. Nothing like messing with these. Yes, Mate was having a heart attack. He's been in charge of like 200 transcriptions.
That was pretty clever. They originally scored a 0-0 for the picture. They knew right aware what was going on.
Started running there.
They didn't want to show the future for them.
Yep. Okay.
Is it
7-8 right now?
Yeah, it's 7-8. Yeah. That's correct.
Show a little of that here. Okay, so Ralph's got a prime in front of Michi. Michi needs to roll a 7 or a 9 to get out. That's not the 7 he needed. What? Where are you?
Oh, yes, we do one.
Okay. Yep. Our ice hits.
Again, it's Ralph getting off to the quick start and Michi playing defense.
As defense is good offense.
And I think
Right. So it's a question of if the cube comes or
good.
It's too good.
Actually, it's probably too good. What's going to save the game for Michi here? Probably too good. 2 makes it easy play on next roll.
Ace 3.
3-1. He can anchor up probably.
I think the anchor up is the move.
He wants to play that forces him to get cubed out.
Right.
Can you take after this? I don't think so. So you got to anchor up and hope you get a free roll.
Right. Well, he's not going to get a free roll now because there's 3 loose blots. So he rolls a 1-9. So you got to do like that awkward thing. Yeah, this seems right.
This is so ugly. I would come down with the 3.
Oh, well, look at the double 5.
This is the free roll.
This was the free roll.
This is the free roll that he wanted to get.
Oh, and now if Michi can roll like a set of aces or some weird permutation. Okay, there's the force covering.
He injured himself so much by stacking.
Yeah, but it's now.
Had he come down with the 3,
he would have been cubed out. If he'd come down with the 3, he would have been cubed out. That's it. Absolutely would have been. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe there's some insight going on.
All right, and in the other match, Shahab misses with a 3. Misses the 3. He did.
It looks juicier to play on after coming down.
About to watch Shahab go down 9-2.
And now Ralph is thinking like, no cubing?
Yes. And the answer is no, because look at this 4-3.
That stack on the 3 is pretty weak, so it is kind of a difficult position to evaluate, I think.
So you're slotting the ace, or are you coming up with the other?
I want to put that checker to work, so I would slot the ace here, I think. Although coming up does kind of
gives you a little more flexibility, and you don't get the picks. Like it needs to be the pointing numbers. It's not the picks and passes because he's already got 2 checkers out of play on the 3.
Well, those checkers on the 3 want to go to the ace, so by staying there, you're helping in some regards Michi to develop them, right? But if he comes up, he's giving him better points to hit at. So I might want to develop on my own side of the board the stack on my 4 point.
think I'd come up,
They're
but I'm
probably
not sure.
close. They're probably close.
Yeah.
Coming up. Okay. I would have, if you were my doubles partner, I'd say, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
I can do it.
You like that play? I don't know.
Oh, look at this, 4-2. So now, what's the play? You can do a pick and pass, or you can do 4 and slot your ace and give 8s and 9s. Well, that's
Pick and pass.
all right. So maybe now you get a cube from the roof.
I think this is a case where like litter attracts more litter.
Right. The Great Pacific Garbage Dump right now. When Michi throws, he has 3 on his 2 and 4 on his 3. Chances are Ralph's going to start looking. Well, maybe.
He's got shots. It's not even clear Michi still has a tape here. Like he's so much like so many checkers out of play. I mean, those checkers, he's got an anchor, but they're still behind a prime.
They are, but he's got 6s and 4s to escape. The issue is like some of the come-in hits, like the
Here it is. Position blows.
his position. That is the technical term for it, Backgammon fans. The position does blow, but there are ways to turn that frown upside down.
I'm passing this. I think.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure?
Maybe he should have slotted with the deuce last roll.
All right, we're back to 5 away, 5 away. And in the other match, they took a break. Good is triumphing over evil, 9-2. And so, yeah, it's the open mega jackpot. It's now tied up. We got 5 away, 5 away. And in the other, the competition to see who plays Steam Rumback in the finals tomorrow afternoon. Shahab Ghazi is losing 9-2. Harold Jahani is rolling well and stopping the back games that Shahab are trying to play from gaining any traction. All right, so we have a 5-3. Michi's got his board started. So as Ralf has the 5-3, so he's going to have a 3-point board, it looks like. I mean, the clock, it seems like they both have plenty of time. There's another break in the other match. It's
But they've been playing fast. It seems to me like
7.
They should not. Neither player should be in time.
Michi's got 7 minutes. Ralph's got almost 13. So
what's he thinking about here? Is he thinking about coming down with 2 instead of making the 3 points?
Maybe he's already made the 5. So maybe
he's coming down with 2.
Yeah. So maybe he's thinking this has a few more builders for the 4. This has a few more builders. But now Michi's counterplaying this. So, and your 5-1's really not that helpful. Okay, split into it and get pounded with certain numbers. 6-2. Yeah, you're hitting on the 2 here. Keep the weird prime. Hit on the 2. And then 1-6. Slotting. Coming out. Either one's not that great. But at least it's duplicated.
Here now, or
no, I think it's a little too early. You're not favored to roll the 6, and that's for sure. 6. Yep. Give him a good 6 back. 5. Feels like a hit. You got to stop. But I think I cubed this.
I'm definitely keeping it.
Or
did I note that it was a blunder to pass from the roof?
The cube from the roof.
I would have passed from the roof.
Yeah, you're powered.
Well, I didn't like the ugliness of that. I mean,
look at this.
I like to play ugly.
Look at this, baby.
Well,
we'll see
but
who.
The bot has.
All right. Was this taken? No. Ralf is scooting back and forth. Yeah. Some aces are really good. Some 3s are really good. Some 4s are really good. Oh, and it's a
Letting it
pass. Okay, so Michi, I don't know. I think that was a take. All right, so now Michi's in the 4-away. He's in that wonderful gammon position. So, all right, yeah. I love being aggressive, especially when my opponent's 5-away. All right, Ralph though works a little of that.
This is one of the few scores where the leader with damage chances doubles earlier than the moment.
Right.
Yeah. It's a weird score for this reason.
All right. Well, it doesn't look like. Okay, so if that's the first one, then you better come up with the other two, because you know that Michi's dream position is trapping you there. Now, I think I make the 5 instead of that block.
He's only got one checker back. Maybe the 9 is fine. He's doing 5.
Right.
Okay. I would make the 9 here. I don't want to leave. I want to get another checker sometime.
Well, his
So
5
it
is
does cost him the anchor.
right. His 5 is decent, and then also when this happens, yeah, but the
Pretty valuable
fives,
here.
but the fives are coming. The fives are coming to a safe place anyways. So, and if he comes off that anchor, then maybe you get okay. So he would hit and he would have picked and passed. So now, okay. Oh, hello. Okay. 1. You don't want to split into that. So,
He's slotting it.
I don't think so. I think he's going to go 7, 6, 10, 6. Oh, pardon me. No, he's going 8, 7, 10, 6.
I think it's a little too slow. I think I'm slotting here.
Well, you can also make that point. Ta-da! This is
Like
what he's
your
doing.
play.
Yeah. I don't know. Seems a little cowardly. Hey, maybe you make the 9.
Maybe he likes my
Maybe you make the 9.
Maybe he likes mine. Well, yeah, you can make the 9, but if you're going to leave a shot, why not slot the better point?
Just thinking that maybe, 3-6. Whoop. Now, if Ralph doesn't roll a 3, yes, because the super joker. Yeah. Well, I have 3.
I have 3. Building the outside prime.
Yep, rolling the snake home. Except the problem is that when it's anchored on the 4, you really don't get as efficient.
Yeah, so the thing with the outside prime is you can build a full prime here, and your opponent will probably still have a take because of the race.
Right.
It's not. You can't maintain that prime long enough.
However, if you get your opponent to blow his board to crap because he's
well, he's going to be in the race no matter what.
Look at this.
But we'll see what happens.
So now you can get that bubble stuff. 3. Okay.
He's going to break from the back.
You may not. I don't think you break from the back yet. I think you.
Oh, I mean, Ralph. So Michi probably wants to play checkers behind this anchor.
Right.
He wants to get as many picks as he can into his board before he has to break. Right. And hoping that Ralph deteriorates the board in the process.
So where is the 4-1? So.
4-1, I'm breaking the bar here. I'm blocking the big numbers as much as I can. I don't know if that's right.
No, that makes sense. And then the ace kind of ace. I don't know. I don't.
Breaking a different point.
So now he forces out. So this is.
Well, what Michi did was keep the checkers in front of his anchor.
Oh, look at this. Hello. Now it gets trappy. It has to be a tape, right? Right.
Well, at this score, if there was a gammon risk, there's no gammon risk here, so the math is completely different.
There is gammon risk here. What are you talking about? If he traps and gets that checker, that's collapse.
He's got a spare to play with.
He's got a spare for not long. So look at how 6-1 or or 6-4 or anything like number like that, you make the full prime and you've got the slotted thing to get popped, and he's got the 6 open. So you can't even trap him here. So I think this is I like this.
What numbers make the full? It's not a lot of numbers that make the full prime. So most likely, if he points, most likely it's a point on the full point.
4 1 6 1 6 4.
He's going to point on the full point and leave a return shot.
6.
And then it will be Michi that has gammoners if he gets hit. Ralf has no gammoners too. In my opinion. I don't see a lot of.
I'm going to make you drink those words, Matt Reclitus.
Ralph's not getting gammon here, God.
Why? Because he's passing like a coward?
Well, that was one way to avoid the gammon. It was pass. That definitely avoids the gammon. Okay, but this is the take. He's up. I guess it's a take.
This is the take. But you got Michi's really good with these positions. He's got so many reference cards, and this looks like one of those reference positions where he's got an out, but you've got blitzy numbers, and even if you don't, you still have a 5 prime in front of him. I mean, Ralf needs to pop a 5 immediately if he doesn't get pointed on or pick and pass.
Michi's at this point. I mean, he's poised to make it improve very quickly.
Correct.
But at this point, he's only got a 3-point goal. So Ralf will constantly be threatening to
You're right. Ralf didn't get gammon.
He did not get gammon.
But he didn't get gammon because he passed. So okay. So this match, it's 3 away, 5 away, and in the other match right now, it's 2 away, 9 away, which is just such a wonderful thing to see. So. Nice.
5-4 for Michi. And a pounding double 3. The blitz is on.
The blitz is on. Michi 1-6.
He anchors up.
Or does he? I think I anchor up and come down. It just seems like the double hits. Ralph's cubing here.
Well, he's going to get cubed either way, I guess.
ATS?
What do I know?
You evidently don't know enough, sir. Because here it is. All right. It'd be Christmas. Bedtime for.
Okay, so maybe this is something where if he came down with the 6, it was a pass. If he comes out, it's a take.
Right. Yeah.
If anyone knows, it would be Michi, right?
Right. Yeah, I think I'd come down with the 2. I want to keep the 6 connection. Or are you saying don't give him a good 6? Maybe you do move up. I guess we're going to see another hit. Going to well one more time. And the well is open, but sadly, 6s. So come out, you get 6s, 3s, 8s, and 10s that really annoy you.
Come out or either that or swap the 5.
No, you can't. And look at this.
5-2.
Flunkosaurus. Everything.
What now? Make the anchor and down with the 5, I guess?
Yeah. Because you can't allow him to just play willy-nilly.
Double 2s is going to be a big improvement.
Yes. So it feels like that's
make
to
points and clear up some blocks here.
So you feel like this. Yep, you still give 6s and 1s, but 6-4. Okay. That 6-4 would have made Michi's bar if he didn't have a shooter at it. But Ralf is still going full blitz. I'm sure there's a blitzkrieg joke here somewhere. I could probably find it if I look hard. Double 5s does not help Ralf at all. You gotta, I guess your slot coming down and acceding all outfield control, and you've already given the cue. So there's definitely some problems here with Ralph's game. So, all right, but Michi really wants to make a block point in front of him. That's not one of them.
5-4. So Ralph's got 2 blocks in score. Michi can take some liberty, I think, with this roll to try and improve.
So do you come into the 4, or do you just kind of keep everything outside playing? Come down with the 4, and then
I want a new builder, so I might play 10 and 4 here. Okay. This is a safe play, but I want to produce a new builder here while there's a weakness in the board. And so even though 8 to 4 puts a checker in a bad spot, I'm willing to make that trade off there just to get that builder. Give me a good 5. I want to make that 5 point. I want to have a good 5 to do it. Okay, this is a different way to do it.
Oh, you mean you come down? Yeah, it seems a little.
15 to 10, 8 to 4 was a play I like. But this is safer. This is out of reach. That checker's out of reach. It's not going to hit as much.
What's this now?
2-1.
So I guess you're giving him 9s and 11s. Coming in with the 2, scooting over.
Yeah. He can also just jump to the 8 without hitting, and that might be slightly.
I think this is right.
But Ralph still has 2 blocks on his board, so he doesn't have to worry too much about the indirect.
It's true.
Slot the deuce and make the ace here.
That's a lot of shots. Double 4, 6, 4, 5, 4.
The 4-point board, Ralph is happy to hit, even though it's a double block. He's happy to hit now. So
I think maybe you just
now Michi wants to play safe.
right.
You can
dump to the 2 and then go to 14, 13, which I think is what he's going to do. You just can't. That is one volatile board. You just got off gammon risk.
It's a sexy point on that 4-point.
It is.
You can see why he wants to make it. It's like indirect. 2 blocks on the board, and he's got a sexy point there. As a landing spot to just bring us home.
Yeah, but I feel like this is going to be.
I don't think it's not like he's a huge favorite in the race either here, because Ralph rolled those double 5s before. So the race is pretty close. Like getting hit would be a pretty big setback. Like in the race.
So I mean, what are you doing here? You are taking the outside point. I don't think.
I'm probably building my board here because Michi's got a blot inside, so it's a little bit uncomfortable for him to hit there. I can see some argument for maybe making the 16 point and trying to enter the race.
Right.
I'm guessing the race is favorable to Ralph.
Not so much anymore. Well, let's see. Those are 2. That's a 2. And that's a 2. Right. Okay, so Michi has turned this game around. Ralph obviously
so Michi's holding the cube here, but
and will remain holding the cube until.
The take point is like 15%.
Right.
So like he's not gonna have a cube anytime soon.
Look at this. So does Ralph launch with the 2s? Can't really stay back that long. If you give up that 5 point, he just gets to dump a lot easier.
I think he does want to come out and have playable 6s so that he can stay in the race here.
Double 6, double 5.
The race is not. I think he's still in a good.
Yeah, he
wants his double 6s to play. Like, he doesn't want to be blocked on double 6. That's for sure. Like, that's a huge swing on that number alone. So.
And he gets double 5s now as well. So.
Right. Well, he's double 5s worked from before, but he's activating double 6s. Double 4s are still blocked. He's activating double 6s. And voila.
Viola. All right. Okay. All right. Michi's got a little bit of work ahead.
Like Ralph got away and is a big favorite now. He's not out.
Nope. After you roll the double 6s, you tend to like roll a little smaller.
3-2's a little bit slow.
To give tribute to the dice gods that demand sacrifice. Ooh.
2-1. Not ideal.
5-3. No checker out. No checker out. But, there's some gapping numbers. Okay, so he found the 2. So Michi rolls 5-4. That's good. 5-4 for Ralf is good. So we see these 6s and plenty of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight Michi on his bear off, given his last book, Endgame Techniques, is one of the best reviewed books in backgammon history. So yeah. So here's Ralf Jonas. And Michi needs a set, big one. This is not going to do it. Okay. It looks like it may be a tie game coming up. Yep. 6s play well. All right. So, barring miracles, this will be a tie game. Because we'll go up to the 4 point, so that way your double 5s, double 4s, and double 6s all play.
He's got 6 checkers left, so he definitely wants to take 2 off next roll, so that he has a chance to roll a miracle.
Right.
So I like this. This gives him the best chance. Yeah, it gives him the best chance to take 2 checkers off, so that he can have a miracle.
A miracle averted.
He couldn't even do it.
All right, and then the other game.
All right, so 10-10.
We got a barn burner. Hey, we got a barn burner here in Cyprus, northern Cyprus. Make sure you know that. We're not on the Cypriot side. We're on the Turkish side. Then,
did you see that there's outside? There's a bunch of palm trees.
Oh yeah,
they have a bunch of orange things growing off of them.
Palm fruit.
You know what those are?
That's palm fruit.
They are fruits.
Yes.
I think they are serving us those fruits.
Okay, yeah.
Because there were 3 trees, each with little orange bundles on them.
Right.
There are now only 1 tree with an orange bundle on
them. They were
them.
eating them at the pool earlier.
Yeah, I think they're serving them to us. I think all the backgammon
players
they
took a break.
Are eating them.
Right.
Okay. They have to keep cutting them off the tree to serve us.
Right. They have to have somebody scale that palm tree. Hey, they do it with coconuts. Why wouldn't they do it with palm? Okay, so it looks like we're on a little bit of a break. I can only give you the audio, not the video, from the other match that's going on right now. Shahab Ghatsi is in a favorable position, but he is down 9-2. He just gave an 8 shot against a closed board. No longer a closed board. Okay, now he's still rolling, which makes no sense. Okay. All right, so 15 versus 20. Okay. No, they're just like no. That's a 10-10. I don't know.
I see what
You run? Yeah.
Oh.
No, but I like a cold water. Oh, and a mojito. Ask for a mojito. Yes. Thanks, buddy. Pseudo money. All right. Shahab won that game, so it's now 9-3. But 2 away. 2 away is a great score to be attacking from. You get to take a lot of cubes that are marginal because you win the game, and in this other match, We're gonna switch people. Yeah. Bad position. Great. Ones. Oh, no, that's okay. I mean, are they seeing it? Oh, I can do commentary on it. All right now. So Shahab rolled a really important 2-1. He's looking to make a big error and not making the 3-point. So let's see if he does that. Okay. We're going back to our original scheduled broadcast. Okay, we are back. It's three away for both players. We got Ralf, Jonas, and Michi Kageyama fighting a rematch from Swedish Super Jackpot. Ralf had the game well in hand, and then Michi clawed his way back from like 7-1, and ended up winning that match. So Ralf probably is a little snake bit, but they're both fighting it out. So right now we've got a really good game. All right. Hitting once, maybe twice, or maybe coming down. Yep, twice. He's got a little better board with the 6-4. However, Michi came in hitting. That's great. So, well, can't afford a dance here. 2 makes that point, but the point that he's on is the one Michi really wants, which is the 5 point. So any combination of odd numbers, and it's like, oh, that's yep, bar points. Okay, he gets the 4, but where's the 6? 6 is either slotting, the 2 are coming up. Either one's probably fine. He's probably going to be slotting the 2, hoping to put a little pressure on the checkers. You can't just dump behind him. All right. Okay, so we're just seeing how he's going to play that 6. Seems reasonable. Okay, now she's got a little bit of. You can either make the point and come down. It's only a 2-point board over there. Looks like the play. Hits him with the 4. He's not going to like it. All right, 6-1. Since it's double blotted. Oh, 6-5 runs away. All right, so now Ralf has the high anchor, and Michi's scrambling to get a little free. 2-1. Seems reasonable. All right, Ralf. 2-1. Makes it. And then slides. So Michi's a little stiff here. Let's roll something decent to catch up. 5-4. That clears and allows those checkers to now be spares to play with a little bit of time. So Ralph's going to have some outfield issues because he's going to have to strip off that point. Okay, Michi wants a small set or 6-2. Okay, this looks like come on in cover, and then I think you go 6-4. You don't want to give your last 6 out, right? Okay, now Ralph's made his board. Because Michi has a lot in board. 3. God, you want to hit. God, you want to hit. The problem is that, well, I guess hitting duplicates the 2s. So this could be reasonable. So it'll all depend on this next roll. If this is the play, then Michi gets hit back. It's a play on. He doesn't get hit, or if the Ralf fans, probably doing okay with this. You can just slot the ace here, and maybe, maybe that cuts down the volatility. Bangalore breakdown. Like that, Christian. Nice. All right. 10-3 Crawford in the other game. Nice to see. All right, 5-1. That play would have worked out okay for Michi if he had hit. All right, so 5-1. Can't get the board any stronger. So you probably want to lift that block. Not a big threat right now, just because you've got the ace and 2 of Michi slotted. And there is yet another break and a clock issue on the other match. So the other match is Johanny versus Gotzi, and Johanny's winning 10-3 Crawford. They've taken yet another break. Double 6. Okay. This kind of forces the issue. So Michi has no spares to go. And, oh, by the way, those double 6s, if he had played the hitting play, would have cleaned up perfectly. So now as long as Jonas doesn't roll a really awkward 6, you should have some decent shots at Michi, because Michi's got a lot of distance to cover. Ralf was thinking about a cube before rolling. I don't know if that's the idea. Nope. Hopefully they didn't make this drink with vodka like they did last time.
He asked me.
And what did you say? With vodka? Oh, he said alcohol or no alcohol. I'm like, I can't drink that. Dude, it's vodka. Like, you don't want to see me. Yeah, no shit, that's vodka. I don't drink vodka, asshole. Yes, you absolutely are the asshole. Just brought me a drink of poison. I will be back. What's going on? Okay, what's happening now is it's DMP. Pardon me. It's Crawford on the other game. And this is two-way, but Ralf is in a commanding position. Just hit three-way. Ralph's in a commanding position. Right, but still. Okay, I'll be back. Talk.
No, I don't even know what's going on. All right, fine. Okay, so Ralph's double 1. He wants to maximize his hitting chances here. 5-2 is going to hit.
This is just a matter now of, well, he can get an extra builder here. He can play 13 to 5. Might have done that instead of locking up the prime here. Closeout seems more important. 6-3 is going to complete the closeout. You can fish if he wants. That's reasonable, but maybe just close out here. So 5-4, he's not going to be able to avoid a double 6 shot, so just put the checkers where you want them. 6-1. It's flexible. Double 2, so he can rip a checker off if he wants, but it's a little bit risky. He's taking some risk here for the gammon. Michi does have a blot on his board. And only a 4-point board, so that's part of it. If he gets hit here, Ralf can recover or use the cube. Remember, the cube is centered, so Ralf can just cube Michi out at some point here. So he can be a little bit aggressive for this gammon. 2-1, not much else you can do. I suppose you could rip a checker off deuce. But, that would break down his board, so seems like he made the right play there. 5-4, and Michi's now racing to save the G. So 4-3 for Ralf. He's got 8 checkers left. Michi's got 6 crossovers. Now a double 5. We'll pick up 3 crossovers. 4. Anyway, Michi's going to be off the G here. He's going to get cubed out soon. 6-2 and resign. Okay, so 2-way, 3-way. You can expect Michi to be doubling aggressively now at this score. Any type of gammon threat, he's going to be cubing. And a lot of times Ralf is going to be passing. 3-1 for Michi. 2-1, and already Michi can consider cubing here. This is already close to a cube. Michi's going to hold out for another improvement. So 4-1, he can slash away, but I think he's so close to a cube here that he can just kind of maybe bring in the builders. He can play 9 and 5. He doesn't need to slash away. Like, I think he's close to a cube already. This is also fine. Like 9 and 5, a little bit better. Okay, 9 and splits. 4 is getting attacked, and he's not going to cube this. He's not going to cube from the roof here. 1-6, not a good roll. Playable, but not a good roll. Probably this. This is the least of the evils. 6-3, so he does not get hit. Ralf makes a 5-point, so Ralf improves anyway without hitting. Let's see if Michi cannot cover without leaving another blot. Covers, but has to hit. 5. And Ralph's position is too strong. Michi's not going to cube here. 5-2 can hit if he wants, but it's really loose. This is a loose play. There's blots everywhere. 4-6. It works. Michi gets away with it. Where's the 6? He's coming out, I guess. He's not gonna slot here. He wants to come out. I think he wants to come out. The problem with slotting is he'll be stripping his midpoint, and so to cover it would mean giving up the outfield. So even if things go correctly, it's hard to take advantage of the slot. So just come out here. 6-5. Now this hits and covers, and it'll be interesting if Ralf fans, but he doesn't. 4-2. Ones will safety up. And maybe now Michi will stop to think. If he gets a shot, that'll probably be enough volatility to cube. He did not get a shot here, so he's gonna roll. 6-4. He's bidding to escape, and he gets away with it. He has escaped. Ralph's giving up the midpoint, and now maybe count the race, see where everything is. She looks like he's up a little bit. Let's see. She's down 9 in the outfield, and up. 14 pips. Michi was up 14 pips, I guess. Now he's up 13 pips.
What happens if you try to return the ring? You try to poison you?
Poison?
What the hell happened?
I've not been paying attention to the other match. Over here, it's a holding game. Ralf is only slightly behind the race, but he's got 3 checkers back. The score is 2 away, 3 away. Cube is centered. Looks like Michi's going to get a shot now. Is this enough volatility to cube? Yes, this is the volatility Michi was looking for. He sends the cube. Now I think it's a pretty basic take. The race is close enough. Ralph's got a 5-point board. Michi's really only doubling for the hit and covers, I think, in the big sets.
Right.
It's hard for Ralf to get all the way around with it.
It's hard, when you're looking at 2 matches and you have a very vested interest in the result of one, not be distracted. Okay, so Ralf is contemplating this cube, and it's a good cube. The race isn't bad, but if you get picked and passed, there are really slimy gammon chances, So, but Ralph's got a 5-point board. It's not like Michi's gonna be thrilled to hit and not cover. So.
18 pips? Around there. It seems like enough to take to me, but let's see, what's the match score now here? So if he passes, it's 50%. If he takes and loses, Svimpa's telling us the answer. He says it's a 74 pass. Thank you, Svimpa. You save us from having to calculate.
Always good.
I thought the race was closer. I think it's 18 now, so. He says it's a pass. I thought the race was a few pips closer. And I didn't get, I don't know. These numbers. Take points at the scores, but I don't know them. I have to calculate them.
I see a double 6 here. Did I see a double 6 here?
Ralf is not sure. Maybe he's going through the numbers the same way. Oh, Ralf took. Okay, so Michi rolled a 4-2, but he now he has to decide if he wants to hit or not.
That's the problem. Is now it's a 5-point board, and you're going to have 2 loose checkers.
So if he's really up 18 pips, he doesn't need to hit to win this. But on the other hand, a gammon wins him the match. So like there is some price here for gammons. If he's willing to pay this much for them, this is 13 shots, 4-3. Does not hit back into the sewer.
The sewer.
2-1 plays safe. round, and Ralph still got a game here.
Yeah, you don't want to roll a 9 here.
He's preserved his board.
1, okay.
He's got a 9 shot, and close. Didn't make it. I think you just run here with the 6-4. Maybe Michi doesn't get home. You get another indirect.
I want to see. I need to see a 6 at the other game. 6 or 2. 6 is fine.
5-2 gets him home.
Okay, so Michi's home, but the race isn't. I mean,
Race isn't out of hand. I mean, Michi's a pretty solid favorite here, but not out of hand. This isn't going to help. Double 5. Now the race is crushing. Ralph's going to focus on closing up his board and hoping for a miracle shot. Michi's deciding
Will be
to
the
not
miracle
leave a
shot.
shot. Well, so
no shot.
no shot next roll.
Double 4 is for who?
Double 4 for Ralph.
Oh, is it? Oh, shit.
So now, because Michi has no number that leaves a shot next roll, he may decide that he wants to run here. Had Michi cleared the 6 point, there would have been some shot numbers. Might have swung it. Oh God, double 6. That's just over.
All right, so it'll be Crawford.
Well, no, oh, yeah, Crawford, gammon go. Crawford 2 away. And Ralph resigns. He wants to get on with it. Crawford 2 away. Match.
Next year. Oh, he probably rolled boxes. No, wait, that doesn't make sense.
What's going on here? Did they take another beer from this side also?
Looks like it.
They've already taken like.
There's been a ridiculous amount of it. We're not getting paid enough for this. So fucking perfect. Over. Sorry.
What was this match to 13, right?
No, it's match to 11.
So is that a result? Are we comfortable announcing this as a result?
Dewey defeats Truman? Yes, I'm comfortable announcing it as a result.
I mean, you have no idea. This could be like some kind of like, whoa, he left the table and his club ran out. I didn't resign.
Box coming. All right. I think I'm going to have to leave you that. I have.
Where's my backpack? My backpack. Where are you going?
I probably have my speak in it, actually.
Well, send somebody back here.
I will send the color commentator of your choice. What do you want?
I asked Nick and Lars, and they both said no. So
All right,
I'm not doing well with the Danes.
I will try the Danes. I got a little more
Okay, it looks like we're back, and they're gonna play the Crawford game now. It's Crawford two-way, the classic gammon go score. What this means, what this term means, basically, is that a gammon is worth just as much as a win. So the gammon, you're willing to trade a lot more losses than you would for money to go for the gammon here. Saves you a whole game. 5-3. Michi's coming down with 2. 5-2, and Ralph's just gonna. I think at this point he wants to build it. He wants to build a prime. He wants a gammonish position here. So he does not want to split. He will be stripping the midpoint, but I do think he wants to put as much pressure as he can on the offensive side of the board. Splitting isn't bad either because Michi's board is not very strong, and he's going to be hesitant to attack. I do think this is slightly better. Down with the 2. Split is okay. Okay, he goes with the split. Double 3, though, is going to be crushing now. He can go for the blitzy type play, making 2 points, or he can minimize gammons by stepping up with the 21. He goes with the blitzy play because a win is a win. A win ends the match. Double 4, I do think now he will step up. Just want to get trapped back there. And now he has a choice. He can actually he can switch. He can switch and prevent. Hey, how's it going?
I said he might need an assistant.
Yes, absolutely.
This is DMP, yeah?
It's DMP and
He rolls well.
it's not DMP. I'm sorry. It's Crawford two away. So gammon go for Ralph, but Michi has established an advanced anchor and basically squashed any of the gammons here. And Michi's also kind of playing a blitz. But I think this is Ralph's 6-3, so he can hit, or he can make the bar, or I guess that's the options. He's not going to make the. He's not going to make the 4. What do you do here?
You win the game before you win the game. That's interesting. You had 1, 2, and 6 come back. That would have missed.
5-4. Michi's able to safety his checker, but he's got a long road ahead of him to get those get his anchor home.
Presumably, he has the top time. They're playing quite quickly, I think.
They've been playing quick. I can't really tell what the clock says here, but my guess is that neither of them are in time danger. Can you see that?
Michi has 2 minutes and 43 seconds. And 2 minutes and 9.
Okay.
Okay, so key moment, I guess.
So 6-3. He's forced to go with the 6, and now where will he play his 3? He can dupe the 2s and also keep his checkers connected in case.
So Michi needs a 5 to restore the status quo.
Or a hit.
Oh wow!
How about a hit?
Okay.
I guess that does not restore the status quo. That
No,
leaves
no,
him into,
four hitting numbers,
a
right?
dominating position, right? So now he just needs to come around and.
So he leave 3 bad numbers or 2 bad numbers.
All right, Michi's cruising. That'll close out.
Okay, looks like my visit wasn't very long.
Oh, maybe it's still a double 6.
Hang on,
There's still a double 6.
Hey, you played before, right?
I've seen a game or 2.
Oh,
and of course!
Wow.
Welcome. Commentary.
Field coverage, or you can give 4 shots.
So Michi's off the gammon, we can say that. And now Ralph can focus only on winning the game. Still a bunch of work. Oh, this is going to cost him a point, but still a 4-point board.
Yeah.
6-5. Guess he has to hit.
Yeah.
Point board factors in large here.
This only gives 5-4, isn't it?
Big fan. Covers. Do you get the big? Do you go for the builder or do you go for safe? I think I go for the builder here. He's not gonna. Yeah. Yeah, he's never gonna win without covering that, without building that 5 points. So he's got to do it now while he's on the bar. Even if he gets hit, he just hopes to come in and preserve contact. Or 6.
Good number. But
Oh, that'll do it.
Looks like my stint is
So now Ralph is cruising. We'll see if he can avoid Michi's fate.
double 4. You don't like him.
Is it possible to bring these positions home without being hit?
Okay, now you foresee 6-5 here. 5-2. Okay.
5-2.
Were Michi to roll an ace.
Get interesting.
Oh, 1-6 from the
It
bar.
could get interesting. He's in the race still.
Oh, right now just one double to make the get the crowds going.
5-2.
Once he gets home, he's not missing.
So 3 off for Ralph. Michi does have a checker. Oh, that's not going to help. He doesn't get a crossover here.
That's my. Now he's only got 2 checkers off. So now he's going to need 2 sets.
He's going to need help. Ralph can miss with some aces.
Any ace is bad.
Yeah. It'll cost Ralph a roll, but Michi's also going to need to help himself with his set, I think.
Yeah. That's the ace. Apparently not. That's the fault. Oh, okay. Oh, double 6.
Okay.
Right. An ace from Ralph and a set from Michi, and it's all over. Neither of these things have happened so
Will he
far.
get a shake? You'll get a shake?
Okay.
All his sets are
All
working?
of them work.
Oh! Now we're at the end. Well, Ralph dodged a huge bullet there. He was, that was a huge bullet.
Oh. I sat next to Michi at the book signing in the
Oh.
Okay, so final game, PMP. The opening roll. 12 to 13. And don't count. It's useless. You should play purely. Hit.
Yep.
Guessing you haven't got much time on the clock, given the speed he's playing as well.
Well, they're both over 2 minutes.
I'm keeping a checker on the 5 and a 13 to 8 on
Pick and pass. Income.
5-3.
5-3.
Great roll.
Nice joker.
Slide edge. 4. That's a good.
Smack back.
Smack back. Taking the ankle is not the play. 4 is not.
So they're both hitting. It's a hitting contest, but Michi's got the edge here with the bigger board.
Better structure. That's the 4 point.
This equalizes board
You've got to be
strength.
quick to commentate on this, man. I'm telling you. You've got to make the 8 points.
Maybe thinking of leaping with the 6 here,
Yeah,
but then where's the 5? Where is the 5
then
after
you're
that?
leaving triple shots to the board. If he makes the 8 point twice, he's virtually level, isn't it? You look at the structure.
I mean, it's basically an even position here. I mean, obviously Michi's down 2 pips.
Ahead.
5-2, so he's paying the shot for some sort of flexibility. I'm not
Yeah,
sure what
I'm
was
not
up there.
sure. Because white was restricted anyway. 4-6, that is really going to pay for that play.
It was an expensive blot to have hit. I think that was an oversight. I think that may have been a hasty play. 6-5, he's running. You can also hit, which has its merits.
Four now. Ralph's in deep doo-doo, deep trouble here.
Or can just run.
Just run 1, 2, 3. He needs to hit now. He's got to win a single game.
5 and 6-6. 5-1. He can improve his anchor.
You can do this and play 6-1.
Yeah, maybe this.
Sorry. Yeah. 2.
2.
That's ugly. Minimum block is 4 down.
And stack.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it's not as ugly as it
anyway,
seems,
right?
because he's going to get some spares in a good spot just by clearing the position, right? So, not so ugly.
12, 6.
Yes,
Yeah.
in, yeah.
3 shots as opposed to 4.
5-3.
Really?
It's DMP, so the gammons don't matter. But is this really the play that wins the most?
This is about the only play.
Wow,
shot. 5 and hit again.
So I guess he's just going to pound away.
Yeah, it was a nice play of the 5-3 by Ralf.
It works.
2-1.
Get the hit.
Yeah, but now he's also getting out. He's got to get 3 checkers out from behind the
He's
prime
got to
before
get out
Michi
here
rolls
or crack.
Oh, Boxer.
Gets out.
Well, it's not that good actually. It's a little bit speedy. He would have preferred double 5. Any 5 now. Any 5. 4-1. Game is on the edge.
You roll a 5 first.
Yeah. 1, not good. Minimum, I guess. Michi's doing his best to make this exciting. 5,
Oh boy,
6.
here we go.
There's a time to come in.
It's time to come
This
in.
is not it.
Oh, 5-1.
This, wow. Boxes for justice, Michi would say.
6-2.
Got to stay back.
3-1.
3-1 is a dreadful result.
There's no safe play.
Come in, 5 18 shots if he advances to the 11 point. And the other way it's 8-2, which is so we should play 12-11. Yeah. Correct play.
Tough roll for Ralph. After that exciting,
One less shot to play.
Yeah.
19 inch plays 18.
everything was falling into place, you know.
Yeah.
You got the 5s, you got the pads, you know. And now this.
Trouble is, even if he misses, coming 5.
So the 5 hits, but
Right now, think about your race.
can't cover.
Minimise blocks by playing 2-1. That's 1 less shot. Doesn't make any difference in the real world. So he desperately needs 2. This could be now curtain.
Now it's looking like lights out.
Lights, yeah.
Well, does he need to hit the second checker?
I think it's a good precaution. With the closed board, it's quite often right not to hit the second checker.
Here's padding
no.
the win. He's padding the winning chances.
Yeah, here comes
But
double
he's
six
leaving it.
again,
He's
just
leaving
for
it
the
a horror
spectators.
double six shot again.
Now he's looking very good.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, now he's going to wipe again. No, he
Lightning,
isn't.
can lightning strike twice?
Yeah, I think not. Nice boxes, if only he'd been racing. Doing something. The end is indeed nigh, but hang on.
Well, a little awkward.
There's a lot of shots there.
A little bit awkward here.
Something with an ace would make Michi happy. There's an ace.
Oh, perfecto.
Ooh, right, okay. Winning chances in the 2 to 3% bracket, I'm guessing, yeah. And falling.
It's near hopeless.
Yeah. Something in an ace to even make it vaguely amusing. Yeah.
Okay, so we have our winner. Michi prevails. But he made it exciting for us.
Yeah, well.
And you got to say more than a sentence.
Yeah, I got more than 4 words. When I came in, I was getting 8 words. So thanks for the opportunity. See everybody tomorrow for the final.
All right.
So, good night.